Hey everybody, we are in southwest Nebraska this week, and if you don't know us, we sold our house almost 3 years ago. We full-time in the camper that you can see behind me, and we move around the United States usually about every 2 weeks. And anyway, we are in southwest Nebraska, and I'm going to just show you around this campground a little bit. We are only here as an in-between, basically, um, because we were in Colorado for like the last bit, maybe like about a month or something like that. And now we are moving across the country, just kind of checking out different areas. So anyway, this is the tri-state Ogallala KOA. And what is very unusual is this is a very small town in Nebraska, and they have two KOAs that are in very close proximity to each other. So the first thing is, if you're coming here, make sure you know which of the two KOAs you're going to. And we opted for this upgraded kind of pop-in site that you can see behind me, and you can see the camper. These sites, they are enormous. If I just kind of go over to the site next to us just for a second, you can see how wide they are. They're wide enough that you can almost fit like 3 campers back here. And then they've got really beautiful patio setups. And if I turn around the other way, same thing. You can see these are all sites here, and you can see how gloriously humongous they are. And for sheer size, you can see the big gap behind the truck and then the space in front of the truck. That's like 30 feet. And if I was to go behind the camper, there's like another 20 to 30 feet. Ridiculous. And if you look at the width also, you can see you could almost put a camper next to ours before you even get to the fence. Now, yeah, they have these little privacy fences. It's because we have this upgraded pop-in site. So this thing next to me is a pop-in. Basically, it's for dogs, so you can put your dog in there. Just kind of open it up so you can kind of see. And yeah, it does have a little kind of poopy container thing kind of over there-ish, having difficulties pointing. And you can see it also has this nice little patio furniture, barbecue grill, and it lines up with the camper, obviously. Like I was saying, if we go behind to kind of show even more, you can see that there's actually quite a bit of space even behind us. They put these little yellow cones out to indicate, I guess, which ones are open and which ones are not. What I have not figured out really is there's a pedestal right here. There's also a pedestal on the other side. So normally when you see pedestals on both sides, it's so Class A RVs can pull in forward versus backing in. However, with this specific location, I have no idea why a camper would feel like they needed to be oriented in one direction over the other. Normally you see pedestals on both sides when there's like a back-in site that backs into some glorious view of like a lake or a mountain or something like that, and then the fifth wheel has to back in, but the Class A wants to pull in forward, so they have their front windows. So that's why you see kind of the double power, but I don't know why they did it here, but okay, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. The campground itself has this very wide open feel. Now, I did mention this is a KOA. KOAs have 3 different levels, which I've said on many videos for those who are unaware of that. The journey is like the lowest level. It's where typically people spend the night. Then the holiday is where you kind of intend to spend a 3-day holiday weekend. So it has usually more amenities. Sometimes it's located near something that's interesting to do over a 3-day weekend. And then the resort is the top tier of the KOA, which is designed to be a resort. And we've stated all 3 other different categories, and it seems like that they usually fall within that like idea. Now there is a difference in quality, definitely. It's not like every journey is exactly the same. It's not like every holiday is ever the same. In the last video, you saw that we were outside of Denver, and we stayed at a holiday. And this time we are staying at a journey, which is a lower level campground. However, this journey has like a much nicer fit and finish. It just feels so much cleaner. Everything is like flatter. The spaces are enormous, very quiet. I mean, there's a little bit of road noise from this road over here during the day, because there's like a farm John Deere dealer like right here. So there's a little bit of noise on that road during the day, but after like 5 o'clock, it is so quiet. And when I wake up in the morning, I wake up hearing the birds chirping. It is so dead quiet here. It is amazing. I'm going to show off some other parts of the campground itself while I'm talking. So anyway, they do have kind of like 2 areas in this campground the way it feels. Maybe 3 if you want to kind of really break it up. The front area is the area where we're at. It feels the nicest in my mind. Then the area in back is very similar. I did take a little bit of video footage watching a HD truck pulling with a 5th wheel that had a car on the back of the HD truck. Yeah, like I said, the sites are so big. It's super beginner friendly to get in here. Super easy to get into. Super easy. Like, I mean, it's just amazingly clean and simple. Now, with that said, and then, the third area. The third area is a tent camping area. I've kind of skipped over that. They have a small tent camping area, and I did see some people out there that were like kind of just overnighting in a tent camper with tents. So anyway, amenities. Now, like I said, the amenities are different between a journey versus a holiday versus a resort. There are almost no amenities here. There are amenities, I don't want to say there are none, but they're just like the bare essentials. There's restrooms, they have laundromat. There is a pool here, that's cool, they have a pool. And there's a little tiny store inside the KOA where you can purchase some essentials. And that's about it. But that's kind of what you would expect with the journey. But what has me so impressed with this journey is the way that they have done it. It's just so clean. Most of the time, a lot of the journeys that we've stayed at, it felt like there was just so many trees, or they felt so difficult to get into, or so tight. They felt kind of old and maybe a little ran down. But not at this one. This one is very nice and clean and quiet. Like if I had a reason to stay in Nebraska for any length of time, I would actually consider staying here, believe it or not. There are, a couple, everybody has their own like kind of points of view on amenities that they're looking for and so on. For us, I like hot tubs. There's no hot tub here, so that's definitely a strike against them. But it's asking a bit much to have a hot tub like at a journey. But I like my hot tubs. The town, and I'll show you a little footage of the town, is a quaint little town. They actually have some pretty decent restaurants in the town. There's a Walmart nearby. This is not like convenient, like there's a big city nearby to go to. There's no like Best Buy. I always say ask where the nearest Best Buy is. There's no Best Buy as far as I know anywhere near this place, or any kind of major box stores. You have essentially your Ace Hardware that you can go over to, and your Walmart, and then after that you're going to be ordering stuff most likely from Amazon. But for just stopping off and staying in one particular place, yeah, this journey is really nice for a stop off point. What did we do while we were in Nebraska? Just to talk about the Southwestern. Like I said, this is a travel thing for us. We were just like stopping off, except we don't usually stop for just one day. If we stop usually for a whole week, and we work because we work full time. So we did play around a golf while we were here, which is cool. We played at the Bayside Golf Course, and when I say play, by the time you see this, it'll be played. We haven't played there yet, but I'll like throw some photos up of the golf course that we have a tee time for. And that's about all we did while we were here. But like I said, we were here for a very short period of time, short for us, which was like 5 days. And then we will be moving on. So hopefully this video helps somebody out with this KOA.